Hey Undisputed fam, how's everyone doing? Just want to do a check-in. Also excited to make this video for you guys, go over some movements for today, things we can do to keep moving, even though we don't have a barbell maybe at home, some snatch movements we can do with the PVC pipe, really fun stuff, and then also we'll go over the stuff for the workout today. So we're doing a lot of backpack movements, a lot of odd object work, so I can go over some of those movements today for you. All right, buddy, so before we get into the fun today, let's warm up first. So first thing we're gonna do, 20 seconds of shoulder circles each direction. So as we go through it, just make the circles a little bigger. So thumbs up, I'm gonna make small circles at first. Over time, make them a little bit bigger, and then go into full range of motion, so 20 seconds. After I finish those, thumbs down, nice small circles, bigger circles over time, making that full range of motion. After we finish that, next thing we're gonna do 20 plank shoulder taps. So come down to a nice push-up position, plank position, hands underneath the shoulders. From here, belly button, chest down to the floor. Just gonna touch those shoulders. Opposite hand to opposite shoulder. 20 of those. Next thing we're gonna do, some dolphins, so we'll stay down in that plank position, makes it easy. So dolphin, downward dog, heels down, head through the window. Then we're gonna come down to upward dog, hips down, chest forward. You're gonna do 7 of these dolphins. Last 2 motions, ankle circles, and then air squats. So toe down to the ground, make a nice little small circle. We're gonna do 20 each direction. So 20 one way, 20 the other, then we'll switch sides. Last motion, finishing out with an air squat. So feet right underneath the shoulders, toes out. I wanna think about that foot tripod today. So I wanna feel my pinky toe, my big toe, my heel on the ground. Keep that chest up high, hit the bottom, stand up, squeeze your butt at the top. All right, buddy, so first weightlifting motion we're going over today is just gonna be simple overhead press with a snatch grip plus an overhead squat. So 2 separate motions, so let's keep them separate. Main thing I want you to focus on, even in the next motion we're about to do here in a minute, I don't wanna move my feet a whole lot and jump, mostly because the ground's hard. I don't wanna impact my knees too much, might make it hurt. So nice wide grip on the PVC, and then take it to the back rack position. So from here, what I'm gonna do, feet right at the shoulders, toes out, I'm gonna press up, lock out those elbows. And then second motion, coming down to the overhead squat, keep that chest up high, whole foot on the ground. The second movement we're gonna do in today's snatch is a snatch complex. So we're gonna do snatch deadlift plus a full snatch, so all the way down to the bottom of that squat. So first thing, we'll talk about the snatch deadlift. So as I'm doing this, I wanna make sure my shoulders are over the PVC bar the entire time, and I wanna make sure I'm really pushing through my feet. So come down to the snatch deadlift position, chest always above the hips. Then second motion, full snatch. So I'm gonna come down to the same start position, stand up, squeeze my butt, and I'm gonna pull myself underneath this PVC, land in that squat. So here's the complex together. All right, last accessory motion, we're gonna do some single leg glute bridges. So we're gonna do 10 of these on each side. So I'm gonna start on my left-hand side. So whole foot on the ground, heel really close to my butt, hands planted on the floor. You can rest your head on the ground. So I'm gonna extend that opposite leg, so right leg, either knee bent or leg extended, does not matter. From here, you're gonna press that foot in the floor, bring your hips up high, squeeze your butt, and hold for a count of 2. Now that we're finished with the accessories, time to move on. Warm up for this WOD now. So I know we did some warm up, moved around, but let's get that heart rate up before we go. So we're gonna do 2 rounds, just 2 rounds for the warm up. We're gonna do 20 jumping jacks, 10 air squats, and then 7 up downs. So jumping jacks, hands at your side, feet together, come up overhead, finding a rhythm in the motion. So 20 of those. After that, we're gonna do some air squats. So again, feet right at the shoulders, foot tripod, coming down, standing up, squeezing that butt. And then last thing, up down. So hands down to the floor. Make sure you jump back to a nice strong plank. Jump back, stand all the way up. Last thing, let's go over the movement standards for the workout. A lot of backpack movements, so let's go over those. So today, first thing we're doing is a backpack up down. So I put the backpack on the ground. We're gonna put our hands down on the backpack. So make sure whatever you fill your backpack with is something you don't mind putting your body weight on. So hands down, jump back to that same plank, jump back quick, stand up. Just like that regular up down. Next thing we're gonna do is a backpack front squat. So I'm gonna take this backpack, bring it to a front rack, put my arms out straight. I can hold on to the bag, whatever I wanna do, just keep it in that chest height area. So feet right at the shoulders, toes out, coming down to the bottom of the squat, standing, squeezing your butt. Okay, last two motions, the backpack clean and also the backpack, what the fuck am I doing? God. Last two motions of the day, a backpack clean and then also a backpack shoulder to overhead. So for the backpack clean, find a way you can grab onto it. It's not gonna be super heavy anyway, so find a way to grab. What I'm gonna do, stand up, shrug, get it up to my shoulders. Definitely not the most ideal, but I can still get it to that front rack. All right, so for the shoulder overhead, I can either take it to one shoulder, keep in this weird awkward position on my chin, and from here, you can dip and drive or just push, get that bag up overhead, lock out the elbows. Use a little dip as well. You can also hold on to the bag in different ways, does not really matter. Same thing with the clean, catch, same thing with the overhead. You can grab any way, just find a way to grab onto the bag. Before I take off, one last thing, everybody, just try to keep moving. I know this has been really hard. It's been really hard for me personally. Also, this little puppy right here, being cooped up in my house all day. But if we can keep moving, stay healthy as a community, I know we can get through this, guys. Have a good day.